So what was your life before this sickness hit? What did it look like before you were in the counseling? And
Well, I grew up in a small town, and I had 4 siblings, and I was the youngest of all brothers. And then our parents had trouble, and they split, and so I had to go off and be with them, with my mom. My dad made bad choices and kept messing up and over again, so I had to go live with my mom. And we moved to another rural area, and we had to make a new life for ourselves with new friends and, all of that. And that wasn't the easiest thing. But then I kind of knew I had to help out around the house, being the only girl and all of that. That was expected. And so I was helping my mom out and all of that in our new home. And then my mom was diagnosed with cancer when I was in high school. And so then it was even more on my shoulders. I felt like I had to keep everyone kind of in line and in check and help get a job and support us even more. And then from there, after I got out of the house, I did go to school. Luckily, I was able to do that. But schoolwork was tough, and then I got a boyfriend, and it seemed to be a little bit better. But then we got pregnant, and so we had to get married. And so we got married, and we had twins, and then we had 1 baby girl. And then once I was out of school, I got a job, and I work as a teacher. And so I try to take care of them, and I'm expected to cook and clean. And my husband's not one to ever really do anything of that sort, and I kind of expected him to help, but he doesn't. And then at work, things just keep piling up over and over and over again. I know it sounds simple, but it's just the simple things you need to do this, you need to follow this standard, you need to make sure you're making sure every student gets exactly what they need, and you just can't keep up enough. I just am so, overloaded all the time whenever I work. And I worked and I worked and I worked, and I come home and I have to do more work. I have to feed the kids, I've got to clean the house, and that never stops. They are never, oh, this night we don't need food. They need it every night. And so I have to make sure I'm feeding them and cleaning constantly, and it's never done there either. And one kid needs this food and one kid's allergic to another food, and so we have to buy all this other stuff that we wouldn't have to if we didn't have allergies. This is all my family. Of course we've got the gluten-free and all of that, and then our dogs are sick, and so we've got to take them to that every week right now because they need extra shots. And so we're doing all of that for them, and my husband can't take off work, so I'm the one who's got to take off work, so then I'm behind on work, and I just get overloaded, and then I just don't know what to do, and then I started getting sick. Just so much to do, and it just keeps happening to me. No one else at work has to deal with any of these issues. Mm-hmm. They're not dealing with a sick dog and kids with special allergies and a husband that won't do anything. I always hear about their great lives, and it's not them. It's just me. It's my life. It's my family before even that. When I was younger, it's just, I don't understand it. I just don't want to go on with it. I don't even want to continue. I just want to give up and be I'm done. It's just my life. It's crazy. And then I got sick, and
you're not sure.
I don't know what to do.
It sounds exhausting.
Oh, very. Constantly working, constantly trying to make sure I'm picking up after myself and making sure everyone's, in their lines. And then I get told, you're not doing enough here at school. You're not doing enough work here. You're not keeping up with the timelines, and you're not meeting all of your standards and the needs that you need to meet for all of your class, and you're not doing the extracurricular things because I have to go home with my kids, I'm got to do that, and they need special attention. And then the dogs right now, I got to take away, all of that. It's just exhausting. It's constantly working, constantly, never ever stops. It never stops.
And you're just sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Sick of life.
Yeah. I'm sick of my life. I'm the one who's got to deal with this. No one else does. No one else is dealing with all of this right now. Mm-hmm. It's me. It's my life. I'm just done.
So, do you think that you are benefiting from this sickness at all? Is there anything that you're benefiting from being sick?
No. I'm not benefiting from being sick. No.
Well, let me put this a different way. If you were to start feeling better, you would have to go back to that life. You would have to go back to...
Right. I have to go back and go back to doing all the work, go back to work, go back to make sure all of my family's being taken care of. Yeah, you're right. I would have to go do all of that again.
So it's okay for now that you're using the sickness to get out of all of that. That's okay for now, but we're going to work on it.